Welcome back to Logical Creationist, where I'll go through a review of the Legends of Roll Call Part 7 video from the series. This was released on the 23rd of April 2021. As you can see, it's currently on 76 likes and 3 dislikes. As usual, it starts off with the American skin trailer. That seems to be an intro theme for the whole series, from the start to 5 minutes 36 seconds. Legends of Roll Call 7. Jewelry effeminizes males. Hip-hop used by albino, anybody with straight hair supremacists, to make homosexuality and all other abominations a lifestyle that is endeared. From 5 minutes 37 seconds to 21 minutes and 10 seconds. Due to evil, the end of the world has been brought to the wicked and evil's doorsteps for not making restrictions for their crimes, but they kept being prideful in all their actions against righteousness and righteous people. That goes up to from 21 minutes and 11 seconds to 36 minutes and 47 seconds. It shows jewelry effeminizes men because it's an ornamentation and connotes beautification. Tupac Shakur is shown as an example with a nose ring, especially with a nose ring, earring, necklace, which allows abominations to be normalized, so it can be clear who is the right and the evil. Women aren't to pierce their nose, mouth, belly button, or genitalia, but only their ears to identify themselves as women. It's shown in the Bible that the remnant men didn't wear any jewels, and for the women, none had rest of the body piercings, as it breaks natural order and you will burn in eternal fire for it. This was preserved in an older version, which I believe is the Greek Septuagint, so you can see in the video. I believe it's Exodus 35 verse 22. Yeah, from 36 minutes and 48 seconds to 1 hour 6 minutes and 43 seconds. We see the transvestigation of Daphne and Joy, an MTF, so male to female, who is falsely presented as 50 Cent's baby mother, which means 50 Cent is indeed a homosexual who hides to do his evils but left out clues for his kind to see on his Wikipedia page. We also learn that politics is in opposition to the creator. It doesn't speak the truth, it speaks for the wicked public. If a man says that he's for something, it means that they are condoning who they are associated with and don't condemn it, which means they are the same as that evil. No forgiveness is done for any sexual abomination. And to be a star, one of the clauses is you have to be a sodomite, homosexual, and all their homosexual acts are a cover for the real evil that they do. That goes up to here. And it's crazy because one would want to assume that this is a happy family, but the reality is these are 3 males, and it's just mind-boggling why they have to lie about this. But yeah, that's the kind of world we're dealing with now, but it's not gonna last forever. From 1 hour 6 minutes and 44 seconds to 1 hour 26 minutes and 22 seconds. If I just go slightly ahead, it shows Suge Knight indirectly stating that he has a homosexual relationship with Tupac Shakur, who is alive but faked his death. Men do not say they are in a relationship with their male friends. It's a term that's supposed to be used by women. Homosexual speech has been imbibed in popular culture, as men are not supposed to be telling each other that they love each other, as it puts a spell on their mind to be thinking of doing evil. If your male friend has done something good for you, just say that you appreciate them and not go into that realm, which isn't wise or logical. Biggie Smalls actually died of obesity, so he didn't fake his death. And then the narrator presents a story and says it's not real, but if you have understanding, which chances is you don't, you'll be able to decode whether he was being straightforward or whether he was hiding a message there. But let's just say it gives a breakdown of how gangster rap started. And this is how Eazy-E was used and dumped for that to begin. From 1 hour 26 minutes and 23 seconds to 1 hour 30 minutes and 17 seconds, in order to make people forget that Dr. Dre was making electronic music, wore lipstick, is a homosexual, and forces a fake machismo voice, as he didn't speak that like that when he made beats for Eazy-E. Dr. Dre was part of an electric music group, World Class Wrecking Crew, and as you can see, all of the males, let's just assume they are, look quite feminine. Even the supposed female looks masculine, but the going through transvestigation is not what I'm here to do. Yeah, so this goes up to down here, so you can see a clearer picture of it. From 1 hour 30 minutes and 17 seconds to 1 hour 43 minutes and 22 seconds, we see that in a lot of hip-hop songs they will say a lot of expletives to do with the male genital area, and this is what you'd expect a man to have in conversation with a woman. Whether it's the right thing to do, that's a story for another day. But if you think about it logically, does it apply to natural order? I'll let you figure that one out. But if the message intentions wasn't for men, then such things shouldn't be verbalized or written. As music has gone digital, it's done that to control any truth that might appear in it. The true meaning of selling your soul to the devil means that you sell your life to a record label contract. Anything else they say is lies in order to hide the truth. Even down to the artists' families and relationships, especially the women, they would control. And it's especially the executive producers on songs that are responsible for all of this. Now, for the last, let's say, almost quarter, it's just going through lyrics, right? And I'm gonna speak about the songs briefly, but I'm not going through the lyrics because I am straight and heterosexual, so I don't even want to repeat, even though the narrator had said them in a, what I call it, censored manner. It's still, I don't even want to go through it, but I'll just say the names of the songs and the artists. Lyrics for Eazy-E, Real Compton G's, where he's speaking about Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg were just like Suge Knight and Tupac Shakur, both sets of homosexuals. Snoop Dogg is shown to have long hair, earrings, paints his nails, and it's clear sign of an effeminate and homosexual male. If we can just, hold on a second, there we go. 50 Cent calling him out as if it's not obvious what he is. It's quite humorous. It's just a bunch of abominable nonsense. Why that would come out of a grown man's mouth, think about it, write it down, act it. It's disgusting. There was one from Ice Cube called No Vaseline. This was in reference to Dr. Dre, and one that Nas did for Jay-Z. Straight males don't talk about homosexual nonsense or even say it as a joke, but it's been made popular culture to say certain phrases to make homosexuality more normalized. You can see it, all this stuff. I'm not saying any of it, but you get the point. And from this text here, you can see that they have fabricated personas, and all of that tough, they came up from nothing, is all nonsense to propagate the image, and hence the title Legends of Roll Call, to show you that these people aren't who they say they are. That's why it's not good to idolize them or put them on a pedestal, but because most people are deceived, that's what they do. And it's quite unfortunate that things have gotten to this state, but like I said, It can't, and it will not last forever. Now, that should be the end of this, because this is complete and utter nonsense. Now, this is something which I'm sure people would ask, oh, is that jewelry? Yes. So if you're a man and you've got grills, especially, they gotta go too. Just thought I would add that on in case anyone was confused. Here's an article, right, or a news outlet saying 21 times male celebrities had to come out as straight. See, let's think about this very logically. If someone who is famous, especially the men, because they're the ones who have to deal with this, usually a woman, especially the famous one, being lesbian is a bit more accepted. Not that it's right or wrong, but let's put it like this. If there was two sets of families, right, and let's say they were in a Christian environment or household, let's say one family had a daughter who had a long-term relationship, and that boyfriend was an quote-unquote ex-homosexual, which is impossible, by the way, and the other family was dealing where the son's girlfriend was an ex-lesbian. That second family is more likely to be more accepting, because people believe generally that it's, even though homosexuality is homosexuality, but because of the function and the capacity of what can be done when it's done amongst males, it's much more evil to even think about and process. How the hell do you even get to that point? Especially when feces is involved. It's just nah. So with all these guys, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna just skip straight past the hybrids. If you know what that is from my earlier videos, then you understand what I'm talking about. But when it's the right time to call them what they truly are, then I will. So we're just gonna focus on those that are black mainly. So yeah, so I'm not even gonna say their names. This is a hybrid, another one, and a female. Another one. It looks like this site is full of most of them, but just bear with me, we're getting there. This person or this individual looks, they call it racial ambiguity. But now I'm taking a closer look, because a lot of times they even lie about it, where they say they're African American, but I'm seeing a lot of Indian outlines here. That sounds about right. Moving on, but just because that's what he calls himself. Cory Booker has been a strong supporter of gay and trans rights. We're just gonna stop right there, because for you to support it, thing is, even if you don't want to bash them, and you want your piece of, you don't want to offend anybody, the least you can do is keep your mouth shut and don't even get yourself involved. You don't have to go and attack them. You can leave them to do their stuff and go to where they belong, but you shouldn't be pro, because for you to be pro it means that you're aligned with it. So we can't distinguish between you two, because if they told you, okay, there's going to be a problem here, are you siding with the people that are normal and straight, or are you going to carry on supporting? So it's not, you're not helping yourself, you're just in a state of confusion. And if you're in a state of confusion, it means you're not being reasonable, and if you're not reasonable, then you're not being a man. And if you're not being a man, you're acting like a woman. And where do men that act like women end up in? You'll find out if you don't already very soon. Another one. See, I'm stopping here because of the interesting point. This guy to the right, just by looking at him, I knew he wasn't an Oriental. And by looking at the facial features and as well as the skin tone, I could tell that it was a Southeast Asian and not an East Asian. And they have their distinct features. I may not be able to say what they are specifically because I haven't been taught that, but 9 out of 10 times I'll be able to figure out. And that's why we look at this thing here, and born in Indonesia. So alright, so Vietnamese, yep, Southeast Asian, just like I expected it. Another one, there we go. This is one of the younger men up there. So younger, I'd say, is under 35. So his name is Tyler James Williams, sharing that although he isn't gay, he is an ally, and that the culture of trying to overanalyze someone's behavior and try to out them is dangerous and homophobic. Interesting. Usually I wouldn't address stuff like this, but I feel like it's a conversation bigger than me. See, if he just said this one at here, then it's reasonable. But let's carry on. I'm not but I think the culture of trying to find some kind of hidden trait or behavior that a closed person lets slip is very dangerous. It's like he's hiding something just from the words being used. Over analyzing someone's behavior and attempt to catch them directly contributes to anxiety of a lot of queer bunch of nonsense. It makes the most pedestrian conversations feel less safe for our this is where you've lost it. Gay brothers and sisters, he's out of his mind. It reinforces an archetype that many straight men have to live under that is often unrealistic, less free time, and limits individual expressing. Being straight doesn't look one way, being gay doesn't look one way. Don't know who he thinks he's fooling, but moving on. Yeah, this is definitely textbook hybrid. Moving on, hybrid. This one was in the media last year a lot because of you'll read it in a second. Meek Mill, yeah, he likes so and so, and he's got Sean Diddy Combs that he's got his abomination running with. Oh yeah, I almost missed that out. One love to gay people. Right, one love. Okay then. See, even with the hybrids, this doesn't look right. Why this one is smiling like that, I don't know. Another hybrid. NLE Chopper. Though a proud and vocal LGBTQ ally, wonderfully horrible, but moving on. He addressed rumors about his sexuality and clarified he's not bisexual. It's plenty of respect for those who are, but he supposedly loves women extremely. He then expressed his love for everyone, especially, keyword, especially appreciation for his LGBTQ fans. Now let's look at this very logically. If someone loves their fans, which is a nonsense, right? He doesn't love his fans. And if you're a fan of him and you believe he loves you, you have severe mental issues. But that's by the way. So he has love for his fans, and he has a special love for his LGBTQ fans. So for him to have that should mean that he believes he's much closer to them. Why would he believe he's much closer to them? Because he's one of them. It's not that hard to figure out. He says, I am appreciative of it, the support from queer listeners. He loves his whatever's going on there. He loves I don't mind them. Right, I don't mind them. Okay then. They don't do anything to discomfort my space when it comes to my preference. Yeah right. Not just them, even if it is. And that's about it. Now we go over to the live chat. Gerbo99, in saying that, why is it TOTTS and not TOTTS? Can't spell his name correctly. It's obvious that it was done that way so it's easier to say in short, right? But this individual is clearly a troll. Oh Canada, I have not bought the books, but I have an understanding of what is going on from other videos you've made. I really want to watch with your permission. May I? I'll switch off if not. I'm not sure if this individual was expecting a response from the team, but I'm not sure. There was no need for that. Like, if you want to watch and you're not ready to go down the path, that's fine, but you've already been told what's going to happen. Rose of Sharon 70x70. Hello, well, really thankful to be here. That's fine. Not sure what the hell Nah I'm playing is up to. Raymond Mundo, any other albinos here? So that would be an assumption that he is one. Water is black, albino on the outside, black on the inside. And Raymondo says same. Alright, so it looks like these are two of them that have tried to go the path, so who knows if they made it to the end. Gerbo99, you'll go to Laker Fire. Clearly doesn't know what they're talking about, but Raymond Mundo, it's scary to think that if I died as a kid, I would be in hell now. Oh yeah, that would be correct. And VW says, you aren't the judge of that. And Michelle says you wonder if there was a deleted message. After that, Raymond Mundo says, I think he's joking. VW says, and yet it's nothing to joke about. Raymond Mundo says, you're right. Gerbo99 says there are no albinos in heaven. VW says that is true. Raymond Mundo says not yet. VW says never. Always Black says never. VW says you have no understanding, meaning that they didn't process what was being taught, that you can't have the mentality that you're an albino and go to heaven or have eternal life. Then Michelle says, are you saying that because I'm white, I cannot be grafted into Israel? I'm a believer in the Messiah of Yahusha, the son of Yahuwah. I don't know where she got this from. Those names specifically weren't even used on the channel. Like, if she was to say Yeshua or Yehoshua or Yahweh, then I would understand, because that was used to build a foundation initially. Clearly this individual's confused. Water is back, yes. VW, that is not the creator's name. Those are names of Satan, which is correct. VW, and you are white, you lack melanin. VW seems to be making a correction. Michelle says, okay, I'm out, this is nothing but hate. And this is the thing, Michelle is an albino woman who clearly lacks understanding for reasons which will make much more sense later on. Water is black says this is nothing but the truth. Michelle says, don't worry, I'm out and unsubscribing to this nonsense. VW, they haven't watched any of the content in its natural order, then wonder why they don't understand anything. Raymond Mundo, Trix is suffering from albinism himself. Interesting. I won't say anything on that. VW, lol. VW, do you know him personally to say that? That's a correct question to ask. Loyola, she sounds like the stereotype Trix always imitates in his videos. I would agree with that. Raymond Mundo, no, he said it in an old video. Gerbo99, Trix is Asian. Thing is, yeah, I was able to figure out the answer to what they were talking even before I got the materials. Now, if you're waiting for me to explain how, then that's never going to happen, because there's certain things that aren't meant to be said publicly, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Janelle James Alexandra, we are here to learn and seek truth. She also says knowledge is wealth and truth comes with understanding. Truth comes with, I mean, understanding comes with learning the truth, but I get the point they're trying to make. VW, get the books and the videos to get the answer to that. Yeah. And Gerbo99 says it's TOTTS. So clearly not taking things serious. Miss K, the talks about Yahushua, now he says that's not the name, but that wasn't the correct spelling of what was said initially anyway, so Miss K is not even paying attention. Miss K, I'm going to the videos, but that's strange. There must be something missing. Yes, clearly you're not putting things together. Water is black. These videos are for people who have the book and DVDs. That is correct, Miss K. You explain in the video, I suppose. So in all of that, but no expression of wanting the book or the videos from what I can see so far. What is black? If you don't understand, you will know why. And that's in response to getting the materials. VW. The best thing anyone can do is start at the primer video and follow the videos in order. The channel will guide you if you follow it. It follows a natural order, just like the creator does. And that is correct what they say there. Water is black shows in agreement with the arrow pointing upwards. VW. Yeah, I have never heard these lyrics before. Neither did I. Yep. And that's what Mrs. K said. I've heard the song, but I've never really heard it. Makes sense? VW. This channel has opened my eyes on countless things. And that would be the same for me. We have come to the end of the video, so thank you guys for watching, and until next time.